Well, good morning, everyone at the Unity of Kalamazoo.
They're rowdy today.
I know, they're so rowdy. I'm hearing all the talking. It's amazing. I'm going to brag a little bit because I got to hold Elizabeth's baby on Friday.
Okay.
It was a very Lion King moment because he is still, 4'12" or so it's, about that size. But I got that real nice look when he opened his eyes and basically was like, "Who are you? Why am I being shuffled around to all these people?" But Mom and baby are doing fantastic. They wanted me to tell you hello, and they miss everybody. So there you go. I am John Moody. I am your music director and bass player for the day. We're elated to welcome back Carolyn Keeble from whatever points of the world that she came to, and she's now back. And because of that, she'll also be doing special music. What is it? We don't know until she pulls out a fancy little instrument and says, "This one's tuned in A." We're also elated to have Emma Peterman back on piano for us today. So, if you are willing and able, please stand as we kick off our congregational selections. 1, 2, 3, 1, and go. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. I used to think God was the sun, God is the sun, God so much more than the earth and the stars, all of creation. God is creator, all in all, needing us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Commands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, makes all things new. Lead us to shine its light as me, as you. So use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. One, two, one, and hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave's been stringing us along, just know you're not alone. So I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble, it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Ooh. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. Trouble it might drag you down. You get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home.
I don't know about you, but that was especially fun this morning. So, welcome to Unity of Kalamazoo. Spirituality here is practical, love is inclusive, and transformation is real. Amen. Thank you, Wendy. This community of people wants to live with a deeper meaning, greater compassion, and a faith that works every day. We gather here to deepen our relationship with God as we understand God, to pray, to support one another, and to become a healing presence in the world. No matter where you are or who you are or where you are on your journey, you belong here. So let's take this moment to pause, to breathe, and to arrive. So my name is Joe Daly. Good morning. Thank you very much. I'm glad we get to be here together today, and we thank you. We are grateful to you for everyone who has made this this service possible. Volunteers, our musicians, and you here in the seats. So thank you. It's a community effort. If you haven't already done so, please invite your phone into the silence. And so, if you're joining us for the first time, we trust this will be a memorable day for you. There's this connection card in the seat back in front of you, and name, address, phone number, how did you find us? I'd like the minister to contact me. There's a box on there for that. And it will put you on the email list so that you can hear about what's going on and stuff in the community and stuff here at church. So, the daily word. Radiance. Aligned with my divine nature, I am a beacon of light for others. God is the light in my life. I give thanks every day for the wondrous blessings of the divine and the peace and strength I derive from my faith. I am a spiritual being, fully human, fully divine. The light of God shines from within me. My confidence grows as I embrace my divine nature. As I live and love more fully and authentically, the joy within me multiplies, and I become simply radiant. The world can feel dark and dull and needs all the light and sparkle it can get. As greater numbers of people discover the power of God within them and express the fullness of their true spiritual selves, the world will glow with our collective radiance. And the biblical quotation, you will do well to be attentive to this as to a lamp shining in a dark place, until the day dawns and the morning star rises in your hearts. 2 Peter 1:19. And treating us with special music today, one Carolyn Keeble.
Good morning. I am John McLean, and it's the delight of my life that I get to be the minister at Unity at Kalamazoo, and I get to be here with all you fine, fine, fine people. And I'm also here because I believe in God. My God might be different than the God you believe in. Because what I so respect about our tradition is that one of the privileges we have in this lifetime is to come to a God of our understanding, a God that works in everyday life. My God is one absolute and inexhaustible, self-existent cause. I also believe that the kingdom of God is within, and that we experience this kingdom to the degree we become conscious of it. And I do believe in an eternal goodness, an eternal loving kindness, and an eternal givingness of God to all. If you would join me, please, if you choose to affirm our statement of faith together. I believe in one presence, one power, God, the good, active in all life. I affirm the divine within me and within all people everywhere. I choose thoughts that create, words that heal, and actions that serve. I practice prayer and am guided, strengthened, and renewed. I commit to living what I know, so my life becomes a force for good in the world. And when I say I commit to living what I know, I understand that as a continual and ongoing effort to close the gap between what I know and how I live. And that's why we gather on Sundays, to support each other in becoming aware of the gap and to bravely moving forward into a better life so that we would be the radiance for all that the Daily Word spoke of today. If you are interested in connecting and meeting people in this church, there are ways to do that. We have game night here in the church the last Friday of every month. Also, you will meet people. We have a lot of things happening in the month of September. I love back to school energy, and so I've created some stuff to do. That we're having a community conversation on Saturday the 12th. On Sunday the 13th, we're not having the usual cafe, but we're having a presentation by a traveling monk. We'll be doing satsang and kirtan. There'll be a truth talk and chanting. If that's your kind of thing. If it's not your kind of thing, for the love of God, stay home. You do not need a note from your mother giving you permission to miss church. But I think it's really important to know that other faith traditions, or the way other faith traditions are just like ours. I think it's a very important thing to be reminded of. On the 23rd of September, David Roth will be here. It's been a couple of years since he's been here. Wow is right. How much do we love David? Yes. So he's here Wednesday night. Yes, applause. I got lost in my train of thought. He'll be here Wednesday the 23rd. So come. And it's a wonderful opportunity to bring friends, to introduce them to the community, and with a guaranteed wonderful performance. And also on the 27th of September, we are having a sacred music concert here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like I said, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And with the what group?
Let me see. There's a couple of people.
Connecting Chords?
Connecting Chords.
Okay, Connecting Chords, yes. So there's a lot happening in September, and I'm excited about it. And class begins on the 10th of September. We'll have 9 weeks of class based on the book, Discover the Divine Within You. And if you cannot come to all 9 classes, it's okay. For those that are able to do that and have an open calendar, there's extra special benefit to it. But you will be blessed by showing up at any individual class as you do that. I know it was Deanne had a special birthday this week, I think. Deanne turned 55, yes. And 55 or better, it's what we like to say. 55 or better. So happy birthday to you, Deanne. There was a really cute picture on Facebook. And we have a fashion opportunity that's available for folks here in the church. So please notice our fashion models coming down the catwalk. That would be Kim and Marcia, who are wearing their 2026 edition. Would you grab a microphone right there from the front bench and tell us what's available?
You too can look like this. We will be selling these for Unity and Community starting next week, taking orders, and you can wear them to the Growlers game. Yep. If you go, and they're you can wear them anywhere. That's right, and they're $20 a piece. And what else?
A bargain.
It's a bargain.
We will be selling them for 4 weeks. The sale date will end on the 20th of September, which is our picnic day, which is kind of a good day to do it because last minute chance to order.
And it's through the bookstore.
Yeah.
Through the bookstore.
Upstairs.
The bookstore, not us. You'll be sitting, no, just go to the bookstore and pay cash or a check, card, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
So I'm new in this church.
Next week.
I'm new in this church. What do we do? We go to the bookstore and sign up for them and pay for them, or what?
Yes.
Tell me again.
Yes,
one more
you
time.
go, you sign up for how many hats you want and what color. You have these options. And you pay then, and you wait until they come in about a month.
Cool.
Ish.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the turn runs.
And then you too can be cool.
Thank you. Just like you. Yeah, and we have the church picnic on Sunday the 20th here at the church, where I will be learning to play cornhole. I guess that's what we call it. Yes, I guess that's what it's called here. I've never participated in this sport. I understand it could be dangerous. I don't know. I hope nobody gets hurt.
You better wear that hat.
There's what? There's no corn involved, thank God. No corn was hurt in the playing of this game. Thank God for that. And I'm a little moist today. Could we have the fans on that setting that does not squeak, whatever that one is? And then let's have some more music from Carolyn. Yes, are you doing another one?
You want to do that now?
I mean, does it cost extra? What?
You want to mix it up?
You want to do the prosperity thing first?
What prosperity thing?
The prosperity practice where you invite the people to the front. We sing flow through.
Hey, that is such a great idea. Whew. I got some summer energy happening here, clearly. If our ushers would fly forward, please. Yes, Forrest is flying forward. Yes, thank you for modeling. And now Tina is too, and yes. Flap those angel wings. Fantastic. You guys know how to bring it. Thank God. Thank God we're in a hip church. Okay, let's know that affirmation together, please. I choose to give easily and joyfully. For God is my source, and gratefulness is my nature. And let's sing that affirmation together, shall we?
Oh, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Oh, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love. Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
Thank you for that gentle reminder. And now it's time for special music again. Let's hear it for Carolyn one more time.
There's always time for all music is special.
All music is special.
There we go. All right, I had a great privilege to celebrate my friend's 80th birthday party Friday night. Tommy Mail, and he's been behind the tribal revival circle singing community, and we used to do a lot of crazy things together in the Doodah Parade, and somewhere in that matrix was a wonderful human, Patricia Pettinga, and we were missing her at that gathering because she had been a big part of our community. So we named her and we called her into that space and that place, and it reminded me of one of her beautiful songs, so I'm going to share one of those today. And John also had similar inclinations, so he said for the program at the end of September, he's also shining up a Patricia song. So one of the great things about songs is they allow us to keep the spirit and the memory and that great love we had for those who've traveled on, but the songs live with us for years, decades, centuries to come. And this song is a perfect reminder about starting over, the practice of the present moment. And that golden opportunity we have to start each day fresh, to start each moment anew, and I really think this is that sentiment. There's a little spot, if you knew Patricia, you probably sang with her because her songs were designed to have an interactive community singing component. So there's a spot towards the end where John's going to be the voice of the people, and it'd be wonderful if you want to sing with him too. Starting over like a child again, taking steps in a new direction. Can't put old wine in a new wineskin. Was drinking new wine, new like a child again. Like a rosebud or a brand new butterfly opening beneath a morning sky, wings unfolding, the petals blossoming, possibilities awakening. Oh, if we seem to stumble, we're just learning how to dance in this waltz of life along the way. We're neither proud nor humble, just grateful for the chance to do the best we can another day. Starting over and over again, looking back with love on where we've been, moving forward. We're guided by the light within, starting over and over and over and over and over again. Well, rock-a-bye, baby, you're a grown-up now.
Rock-a-bye, baby, you're a grown-up now.
You can keep growing up anyhow.
You can keep growing up anyhow.
It's never too late and never too soon.
Never too late and never too soon.
To be who you are and do what you're doing.
To be who you are and do what you do.
There's no regrets and no despair.
No regrets, no despair.
You wouldn't be here if you hadn't been there.
You wouldn't have been here if you hadn't been there.
Oh, just be aware, no need to fear.
Just be aware, no need to fear.
You're gonna get there, but you gotta start here.
You're gonna get there, but you gotta start here.
Oh, you're gonna get there. Starting over like a child again, taking steps in a new direction. Can't put old wine into a new wineskin. Drinking new wine new. We're drinking new wine new. We're drinking new wine new like a child again. Patricia Pettinga.
Was that lyric, drinking new wine like a child? Do we encourage underage drinking here in Michigan, maybe? I'm still learning things about Michigan. That's okay. I'm good. Oh, okay. All right. With gusto, yes. Con gusto. Yes, see. Okay, just clarification. This is fun today. Yeah, this is super fun. My goodness. How great to see everybody. As you know, couple of weeks ago, seems like 6 months ago, 3 weeks ago, I was at Chautauqua Institution near Niagara Falls. And it's an institution that I'm quite devoted to because it came into being pretty much the same time as Unity, just a minute before. And it shares all the same values that we share. It is very faith-friendly, as initially it was started as an annual learning experience for Methodist Sunday school teachers, but almost instantly it flipped into a larger context. At this point, what Chautauqua is, again, has everything in common with what we do and what we talk about here. One could call it very liberal, but I do not. The way I do not call our tradition liberal. It is based on common sense and common courtesy. It's based on reason. It takes its root in the Enlightenment, specifically the Scottish Enlightenment, where so many of our basic ideas about how are we going to be with each other came into being in writing form, and then were also codified by our founding fathers, if you will, in our civic documents, the Declaration of Independence. I don't believe that it's liberal to say that all people are created equal. It's simply a divine fact. Divine fact. And yet the group that goes to Chautauqua in the summertime is fairly upscale. It's not nearly as expensive as Disneyland. It's a quarter the cost of going to Disneyland. But people generally commit to being there for a week, and therefore, it adds up. It's okay. But there are lectures, very, 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 very inspiring lectures, every single day, all day long, and into the night, as well as music and all kinds of things. It's very much like what we do here. We have a lecture format, we got some music, At one point, though, I was tired, and I was with my friends. And Ken Burns, who does those great documentaries for PBS, was speaking about the Declaration of Independence, as well as another constitutional scholar. And people were very excited to hear somebody talk about the basic common sense that, yes, all people are created equal, yes, and that, no, this is not a Christian nation. No, it's not. The founding documents are very clear that, no, the government makes no religion, none, and therefore what? All are equally valuable for those who are on their spiritual path. Right? Amen. Thank you. Thank you. This is not either liberal or conservative. It's simply the fact of our founding and the facts of our continuation. Humanist, with a profound reverence for the mystery. And that's why it is faith-friendly, and Unity has a profound respect for the mystery. I guess maybe I was tired or something, but I did turn to my friend, Dr. Dale Savage. And it was quite a rousing lecture in the morning. And my heart asked her, I said, is there great value in preaching to the choir? We're all on the same page here. Is it really worth doing all this? And maybe it was partly wrapped up also in my own thoughts about church and whatnot. Is it worth doing? And Dr. Dale said to me, yes, because the choir right now is very tired. And I said, literally, I said, amen. The choir is tired. And that was the answer to my question. Yes. Whatever it takes, whatever it costs, it's worth it. Because we in this country and we in this church have something truly unique happening. It's about the possible transformation of every human being to be a better version of their current self. None of us are in competition with any human being everywhere, only our past selves. My desire, my ambition is to keep growing and moving and going in the direction of a greater good for me, so that I might be the radiance that might be required at this time in this country. There were also things going on at Chautauqua there that were reflecting on America 250, and they were, Colonial Williamsburg had made a lot of presentations there and whatnot, and it was sort of sad to me that we don't have any juice around this, 250th anniversary of America, but my God, I was a young man living in Washington, D.C. in 1976, and it was so freaking exciting when we had the bicentennial. And I heard so many people comment about it, how exciting it was then, but everyone omitted what was most important for me, being a very young person, living in Washington, is that we had just survived a constitutional crisis in 1975, and people were excited that our institutions were validated. That was for me, that was the big excitement about the bicentennial. Statue of Liberty's great, the tall ships are great, whatever, fireworks are great, but it's like, yeah, we still got game. And we're tired now. We're tired. So I simply want to recognize that. I'm not the kind of unity minister that always goes, rah, rah, everything's wonderful, beautiful, 100% all the time. The possibilities are wonderful and beautiful 100% all the time. But sometimes I get tired. Do you? Yeah. Sometimes I get tired. And I need to be reminded about what I'm doing. I need to be reminded that there is such a thing as a social contract. That, by golly, there are just ways of being together that really, really matter, that support every human being. Common decency. Common decency. So here's the flip side. Yes, that was a nice deep breath. Take a deep breath. Yeah. In the Talmud, it is written, for those of you that are fatigued, you are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it. That is part of my social contract. It's part of my spiritual contract as well. That as long as I'm here on this planet, I've got rights, you betcha I do, and I have responsibilities. Because in the old days, I know the legal definition. Are there any lawyers here today? Any from law school? The definition of a person was that a person was a locus of rights and responsibilities. That's what I learned 100 years ago. And to have only rights promotes irresponsibility. And to have only responsibilities is a nice name for slavery. And so to have rights and responsibilities is a very energizing, it's very focusing for me. And because I'm only always really going to be talking about spiritual things, what are my responsibilities here? And first and foremost, the responsibility is to keep going, in the direction that you are. Identify those things that are most important for you, your most worthy ambitions. Not all of them all at once, but one at a time. You know, one of the things I love about our creation myth in the Hebrew Bible is that it very clearly lays out the creative process. And the creative process is one thing at a time. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Not light and marshmallows and peanut butter. There was light. And let there be day. Okay. Let there be night. Okay. Separate land from water. Okay. We can have anything and everything we want as long as we take it on one at a time. Very important to remember that. So I'm thinking about where I am right now in my journey, and what's the next best expression of me that I can be? What do I want to focus on right now? And you might have a long list of things I should focus on, and I invite you to keep them to yourselves. However, I'm always willing to listen. Yes, I learned in ministerial school, when somebody complains, you always say, "Tell me more." Okay, yeah. I have an open heart. I'm not defensive, right? Tell me more. But the onward forwardness, goingness of all of us is the only thing that's going to make the world a better place. And it begins with us individually. Because at long last, the only gift you give the world is the example of your life working. That's it. That's how you become the radiance that was in the daily word. When you are so about the business of being the fullest expression of you, and people look at you and go, "God, she's got it going on." That's the radiance that we're talking about. They've got it going on. I wonder if I can too. That's how we uplift humanity, right? One at a time. Now, part of this social contract and this spiritual contact is that it's continual. And so the wise person doesn't need to do anything. The wise person learns to rest in the doing. There's a phenomenal amount of talk in my discipline right now about burnout and self-care. And between you and me, I'm just a little up to here with it. Like, if you're that burnt out that quickly, make another career choice. This is not for you. It's okay. It's okay. And yet there is some kind of wisdom that's needed for all of us. Because again, we all do get tired, but it becomes a little self-indulgent to say I'm burnt out and I need more days for self-care and whatnot. And I don't want to be disrespectful about that. But you know, I never heard Dr. King say I'm burnt out and I need time off for self-care. And I swear we're so lucky that we have this as a living example and a living record on video and film of what was required to go through that, and how in that community they never, ever, 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 ever gave up. It was continuous action. One step at a time, celebrate the wins, little by little, step by step. 100 years, basically, since the end of the war to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. 10 years from Brown versus the Board of Education to the Civil Rights Act and the Voting Rights Act. 10 years of continuous action. Because you know, what I think is mine to do, and it doesn't have to be yours to do, please know that. But when I get to the end, I want to know that I ran the race, I fought the good fight, and I kept the faith. I believe that's what's required of me. Again, that doesn't have to be what you think is required of you in this lifetime, but I am certain that in my lifetime, that is what's required of me, is to keep going and never, ever, ever give up. To learn to rest in the doing, but to always keep my eye on the prize, whatever I think it is. And maybe I needed a couple of years off. You know, I thought I retired a couple of years ago. And maybe I needed time to have new ideas. I was blessed to be able to spend last months and years with my younger brother who passed and my mom who passed, and was very blessed to be free of obligation at that moment. But even more than that, I think maybe I needed new ideas. Great. And so, oh, and you know what I realized? I met you all a year ago today. I came for the very first time a year ago today. I was looking at the calendar. It seems like 5 years ago, in the good sense, not in the bad sense. I feel like I've been here forever. But time flies. And especially when you are in a situation at a stage of life as I am, it's like, okay, I got a pretty short runway. I don't have time for magical thinking anymore. It's like, what is my life devoted to? And how am I going to be responsible to my sacred, spiritual, and social contract? There's simple ways of doing things. I'll give you a couple of for instances. But they become quite important to me over time. When you're here on Sunday, you can sing the words of the songs and mean it. You can mean it when we sing, "Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me." I continue, you know, I've been doing this a long time. I've been listening to the peace song for 40 years. And I thought, oh, do I really? Maybe I need something. And I go, no, it's a call to consciousness for me. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me, comma, no exceptions, no time out. I don't give myself permission to be a mean old so-and-so just for the fun of it. Little things that add up to true transformation. Even when you're tired, even when the choir is tired, we can still come to church on Sunday and look each other in the eye. And I don't have to say it out loud, but I can know that there is that of God in you. Ha ha. Tag, you're it. And whatever it is that's on your heart, my job is to know you can do it. I know you can heal, no matter how discouraged you might feel. Even when you're tired, you can still learn to speak authentically about your experience. I wanted to give a talk about this, but everything I kept coming up with was so snarky it was even offensive to me. But there's an expression that's very common now about people, I need to tell my truth. Well, there's only one truth. So your truth it's not truth, but it's your experience. And by God, it's valid. And so how can each of us, even when the choir is tired, how can each of us learn to speak about our experience of life without bludgeoning you to death with my point of view, and what you don't get about this is such and... that's kind of the energy that always comes with my truth. Tell me about your experience. I want to know. I care to know about your experience. And lift me up with the way we share it with each other. Simple, elegant, and no heavy lifting. Hold the door for people when you see them coming right behind you. You can always see the person right behind you reflected in the door at the grocery store. And how many times do we pretend we can't because we don't have eyes in the back of our head? But the guy is standing 2 feet right behind. Hold the damn door. Acknowledge that another human being is right behind you. And here's the issue that you need to pray for me about, because it just works my last nerve, and I don't know when I'm going to get over it. But take the damn grocery cart and put it back in the stall. Don't leave it in the parking space. The love of God. That's the crankiest of my mom and my dad all rolled into one. How lazy can you be? Do it as a spiritual practice. I don't know if I said this to you, but I got 2 carts and I was walking and someone said, "Oh, isn't that nice of you to bring the carts back?" And I said, "It's my spiritual practice." They had no idea what to do with that. It was Walmart. But no matter what you do, even if you're tired of being gaslighted, even if you're tired about conversations, and you go, "Oh my God, how many decades is this conversation going to go on?" You can still do something easy, something light, something beautiful, and something radiant. And one of my very favorite quotes is from a musician most of us remember. But Leonard Bernstein said after President Kennedy was killed, he said, "My response to violence?" What is my response to violence? He said, is to make music more intensely, more beautifully, more devotedly than ever before. Wow. I mean, that's a whole world view wrapped up in what you're doing. You're just not merely concertizing. But he was viewing the world as this is what heals and prospers and blesses. And so whatever, assume the position, please. Whatever your gift is, right? If you teacher, whatever, musicians, theater people, attorneys, whatever your thing is to do it, we can always frame that as, this is my gift to the world. This is what I do to help heal, prosper, and bless not only my life, but for all of humanity everywhere. To be an adult in spirituality is very simple, but it's very demanding. And yet that's why we're here, and why we're here together. In the silence, there is peace. Breathe. In the silence, there is unspoken joy. In the silence, there's release from a world full of chaos and noise. So I wait for this special moment, and I hear all that has ever been said, and right here in this holy silence, I find God. I find myself. Breathe. Whoever you are, and whatever your work is, whatever your gift is, wherever you are interacting with people, be present with intensity, with devotion, with beauty, and you will be the radiance. You will be the light that is shining in dark corners, even on those who are in the shadows of life or near death. You are the presence, because there is that of God in you, now, always, and forever. And let's support each other in realizing our own God self, yes, for a half a minute, together in the silence now. The poet writes, "Be not too curious of good and evil. Seek not to count the future ways of time. But be ye satisfied. There is light enough to take your step and find your foothold." One step at a time. Follow the light and keep going in the direction that you're going, knowing that there is good for you and you ought to have it. And now is the best possible time to come into full realization of that. It is yours if you work for it. And breathe. And bring your attention back to this time and this place. And yawn if you must. Stretch if you must. Take your angel wings out of your back pocket. Let them reach high. Stretch them. And I will thank you for your presence here this morning, because I know it's an important part of your spiritual practice, and it blesses everybody when we get to see your fabulous face and your radiance. How lucky we all are to to have the light of love being shone upon us. I know that fellowship happens when we encourage each other on our journey. So keep going in the direction of good and of healing and of an understanding of what true abundance really means, the embracing of full life for you and the people that you love. And until we meet again next Sunday morning, you pray for me, please, and I'll pray for you, because that's just what God's children do. And if you are able and inclined, let's stand and know the prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And let's sing the peace song, and if you don't want to hold someone's hand, just put your hands over your heart. We love that when you do that. And